And good evening, folks, and welcome to another exciting edition of the 2025 Summer Dragon Warrior Randomizer Tournament here on DWR Randomizer. Tonight, we have got another double feature for you. On the top half, we've got fcoughlin taking on Synth, and on the bottom half, we've got the defending Winter Dragon Warrior Randomizer champion DK taking on Archfield. Hi everyone, I'm LOZ Cards Fan 23. Joining me on the commentary is fellow Dragon Warrior Randomizer contestant and world record holder of Rad Racer 2, Ziggy. Ziggy, great to have you here tonight. We've got a very exciting matchup here. On the top half, fcoughlin, a win tonight puts him into the bracket stages, while Synth is going to have to win out. Meanwhile, on the bottom side, both DK and Archfield have qualified for the brackets, so at this point, it's just a battle for pride and a high seed.
It's still going to be super interesting because it can have consequences for both DK and Archfield, because a second seed is going to be facing another second seed. But if you're the third seed, you guarantee to play against someone that won their group, and that might make your path towards winning the tournament a lot harder in the brackets. So it's still a consequential match. Of course, the one at the top, Synth must win out his next 3 games or else he's going to be eliminated. Can't wait to see how it's going to happen. By the way, for the people watching at home, it's not 4 players race. It's both players at the top are facing each other, and both players at the bottom are also facing each other.
Yep, that's correct. All 4 of these runners will be playing the exact same seed, but yes, the focuses will be the 2 runners up top. That's a matchup, and then the 2 runners on bottom. That's a separate matchup, and we are underway here, folks.
Oh, we have Mr. Fred that is again on noir mode.
So we got a curse belt telling us that one of the 3 search tiles is in play, gold and a key. So of course, it means we're gonna have to find another spare key in one of the caves or chests, or we're gonna have to find Rimuldar. So we'll see how this plays out, and we'll see exactly what kind of starting location we're talking about. No swampland this time, but it does look like Fred is going to save. We've got desert, and it does look like DK wants to look around a little bit. No magic, they start with 23 HP and attack power that's not good enough to even take on Drakey. So kind of a potentially slow start here, Ziggy.
Yeah, I think they're going to want to explore it, and that's why Fred and a few of our players have saved the game, because in case you die, you want to have gold again, enough gold to buy a hand axe, which would help a lot. So I see all of our players are exploring. 5 strength is not very good. The only enemies you're guaranteed to, oh boy, not Archfield didn't get the kind of enemy you're guaranteed to hit here. It's the slime and the red slime, and that's it. So
yeah, no shot at that AK-47. So forget about that.
Oh, Fred finds coal immediately on the first trip. Let's see what's in coal today.
Yeah, good start here. Is there anything on the search tile in coal? There is, and it is the death necklace, which we might talk about later if this ends up being a high HP, low attack power seed. But more importantly, what's inside the shop, and can we afford anything? We got a copper sword, leather armor, half plate we could probably afford later on, but a couple of things we could buy here.
Well, we can afford everything technically, because you can grind this style. Since the death necklace, the second time you pick it, you get about 100 gold. You can pick as much gold you can. So we have to see, DK is going to have the same decision to make here as well as Synth. And we'll see if some people just go for the half plate, some people go for the full plate, some people go for the silver shield, which would be a little bit crazy.
Yeah. Full plate I can see, yeah, not the silver shield with how many times you're gonna have to pick up that gold, because you're only gonna get like what, 100 to what is that, 140 gold or something along those lines.
Yeah, it's about 4 minutes and a half.
Yeah, so we'll see what DK's got in mind. He's gonna settle for the half plate as well.
And Synth is going to first do a little trip to the shop. Well, at least all of our players were quick in finding coal, so we're not going to have a big difference here, because that could have been very consequential if none of our players found coal quickly, or if only like 2 or 3, like that could have been a big
12,
difference.
4, 2, 23 was the level up. Fred took down a magician to get that level 2. So a huge boon in MP, but nothing to spend it on. And
The strength helps a lot, though. 17 strength at level 2 is kind of a lot, and now we can kill everything that's zone 1, zone 2 pretty comfortably.
certainly indeed. So see that both runners on the right, Synth and Archfield, opting to go for the leather armor. And now it does look like that Archfield at the bare minimum will go, and yes, will go for the half plate. So only Synth is not rocking the half plate amongst our 4 runners, as Fred back attacked by a magician, but still should have enough HP to finish the job and pick up another 8 points. Magicians do have sleep though, so that could have been problematic on Fred's side, but he does get the kill in.
So for DK and for Synth, both are hitting level 2 quickly. Archfield's gonna push a little bit. No, he's going back to zone 1. I'm sorry. He's going into desert instead of being in the forest, which makes sense.
Yep,
Should be the same zone, but you get twice the encounters instead of only 1 in 16 in the forest. It is 1 in 8 in the desert.
Oh, DK the first to level 3 here, which is going to be 5 power, 1 agility, 2 HP, 11 more MP, all this magic, Ziggy, and nothing to use it on.
Nope. All this magical talent, but they just didn't study in school.
Nope, no shot. There's a Warlock, which I don't know if DK is strong enough to take down. If anything, it's going to be a Death Warp. Yeah, not enough on DK's side. And Seth's going to be at level 3 as well, as Archfield also picking up level 3 too.
Thing is, if we upgrade to a full plate, we defense break the Warlock now.
Yeah, that could have been a thing for all these runners here, but they decided not to buy the full plate. So, I mean, yes, it would have taken some time. There's a spell at level 4 that Fred just picked up. We learn Heal.
Yeah, and now the Warlock seems to be like the best enemy you can get.
All right, Fred going to fill up at the inn. Plenty of gold to do so here in coal. And there's a wolf for DK. Not strong enough to take it on at this moment. And Archfield getting level 4. And Poltergeists have hurt more, Ziggy.
Yep, they're the worst. They're always the worst.
Yep, Fred season, that's going to send him back to start as well. Everybody going back to start, including Archfield. So the quadruple death high 5 into Tantagel Castle.
Yeah, Lorik has a lot of work to do today. And gets a lot of gold out of our contestants.
Yeah, you're correct about that, because anytime you take a death, you lose half of the gold that is currently in your wallet at that point. So if there's a gold grind available, some people might save it just in case they run into a calamity before hitting that town. Because again, Silver Shield is in coal, very close to start. So if there is a gold grind possible, I wouldn't be surprised if these runners went for that gold grind to get that Silver Shield.
Yep, especially if the stats stay mid like that. The strength has seen a little bit of growth, but we still have 29 HP at level 4 and only heal. So low HP siege, you tend to want more high defense just to not die every time you see a red dragon or an armor knight.
Fred did get a kill off of this wolf, and he's looking to do it again here. This would more than be enough to give Fred the level here, as DK just picked up level 4 and the heal spell. Will this be enough for Fred to get the 40 points? Yes, it is. So Fred will be the first to get to level 5. Here come the digits. It is 3 power, 1 agility, 3 HP, 9 MP. No new spells.
That's starting to be a lot of MP. If Hurt More comes quickly, our players that are staying here grinding are going to be in good shape.
Oh, absolutely, they would be indeed. So
we're not seeing a lot of exploration, though. Yeah,
no,
we're seeing Synth and Archfield did try the east-west zone in that forest to the east, and but it seems like the top zone with the wolves and the warlock is superior than the east-west zone right now, especially since it's in a desert.
Warlocks also have hurt more and are going to send Fred back. And Archfield gets dodged by a wolf. Gonna have to use a heal spell here to keep going on this fight. Should be able to win this fight. Uh-oh, Poltergeist. Synth can't run away from it. Doesn't use the hurt more, though. And is able to escape this time. Oh, Warlocks also have healed to go with that hurt more.
Yep, well, I was saying about Wolves and Warlock was a lot better. Wolves are better. Maybe not.
Synth gets roasted. Druids have DL2 Brett there.
Oh, at that point, I think you want to check the north-south zone, see if the enemies are better for Synth.
Yeah, definitely indeed. Fred sees a Druid now. I'm going to try to win this fight, which he does. That's going to be 14 points.
And level 6.
Level 6. All right, first to level 6 is Fred. 7 power, 2 agility, 3 HP, hurt, and repel. Not bad. DK succumbs to a Warlock death. Back to the castle he goes. As Archfield also picks up level 6 now. So Archfield and DK in a close race right now. Fred definitely has the level advantage up to this point. Still early on here between these two.
Repel is actually very consequential here because our players right now have 32 defense, which will repel the Warlock, but not the Wolf. The Warlock has 28 attack power, the Wolf has 40. So if you want to avoid the Warlocks or just kill the Wolves, Repel is actually pretty fantastic for this zone.
Oh,
at least for our players that got the half plate, at least for Synth will not have this option. And Synth seems to be still grinding in the east-west zone, and he seems to be a little bit behind our other players right now.
Yeah, you're right about that. DK just picked up level 6 now, as Archfield's going after another wolf here. Need to get to 337 points for the next level.
DK elects to not repel. I don't think he's seen... Has he seen the spells on the Warlock? I'm not sure he has.
Probably not. Well, here's a Droll. I don't think DK is going to have too much problem taking it down. He got it. Another wolf down for Archfield. One more wolf and a little bit of change will get Archfield level 7. Got a Wolf Lord on Synth side, is unable to escape, and back to the castle he goes.
We have some agility. At 30, you kind of rate to be able to run away from a Wolf Lord, but that's not a lot to be exploring.
No, absolutely not. Fred going to try to take down this wolf. He needs this one plus one more. That would give him level 7. But right now, it looks like Archfield is going to be the first one to get to level 7 now. Just needs a couple more hits on this wolf, and he will have the level.
There it is.
So level 7. You bet your booties. Here comes the numbers for level 7. Going to get 8 power, 1 agility, 2 HP, 4 MP, and just a bit outside.
The strength is nice, but the rest of the stats are not very consequential. I think what the game is trying to tell our players here is just sit down in this desert and keep bopping stuff. Because this wolf is very, very good. And getting to level 8 here at 600 experience is going to be pretty quick.
Yeah, definitely Ziggy, and yeah, you're absolutely right. The agility ain't good. The attack power is not too bad, but yeah, our HP is not good. So, yeah, 37 HP isn't going to get you very far, especially with some swampland to the east.
Well, the MP is pretty good. It's just we don't have much to cast, really.
No, not at all. The HP is not good, is what I said. The MP is pretty good. You bet.
Yeah. Sleep would help a lot, actually. I think sleep would probably lead a few of our players to start exploring. We see Fred actually pushing out. Looking at the top of the map, we are very close to the top of the map.
Oh, we got a green dragon, and at 33 agility, your odds aren't too good. It left him with 2 HP, but can't escape on the second try and is sent back.
Congratulations on catching the text, because it's very hard to tell which color the dragon is on fcoughlin screen.
Although I do like the black and white look. It feels like I'm watching a video game show from like the 1960s, if video games were around in the 1960s, which they weren't because this was an 80s game. So it's like watching on your old little black and white set if you couldn't afford a color TV.
Well, I played a lot of my NES on an old black and white television.
I did too. I will admit to that. Same with, Atari as well. I used to play games like that on a black and white TV at times. It's fact. I used to do that. So you gotta love the old school, and it takes me back to my childhood, and I'm sure yours as well, Ziggy.
Yep, little 10 inches television in my room.
That seems about right. Okay, so now let's see if we got some exploration. It looks like now on Synth's side, and has found Sharlock. But how about a town? How about a cave? Can we buy one of those? No, but we can buy an AK-47, which will probably send them back. And it does. Back to start once again for Synth.
Cannot really afford the Armor Knight at this point. A little bit too costly.
Not on 32.
And Archfield has been sitting down with Repel on the Wolf, and now he has kind of an XP lead, and it's level 8.
Just got level 8. Here comes those numbers. 1 power, 7 agility, 8 HP, and 14 more MP. So already we're at 8 heal mores worth of MP, but again, not really much to spend our magic on.
No, and I think Archfield looks at this and says, well, I mean, next level is pretty much the same length as the previous level. Getting to 8 is pretty much the same as getting to 9. It was good to grind to 8 on this Wolf. I guess we're just going to continue this, and I think it's the right move here. Especially, he doesn't really know much about the enemies around, but here we're seeing Armor Knight.
Oh, we find a town. Look at this.
Ooh, in the corner.
What an interesting spot for it, but can we get there? It's a droll for Synth. Didn't see that it had anything nasty, so this should be a pretty trivial fight for Synth as Fred takes down another wolf. DK is going to be right behind. Oh no! Okay, it's a wolf, so that's nothing too threatening there for Synth either. Should be an easy kill for another 40 points. Simultaneous wolves for DK, Archfield, and add Fred to the mix as well. So a couple more steps away to get to the town. Uses another encounter. It's another wolf. So hey, at least he's not getting the encounters that could send him back to start.
There's actually getting encounters that help him catch back a little bit his experience deficit, and it is Cantlin, Beach Resort of Cantlin today.
Now, the only problem is we can't find out what the coordinates are right now because we still haven't found our keys yet, but we do see a large shield here. Doesn't have enough money, but it is knowledge. Chainmail is available. Remember, Synth did not buy the half plate, so chainmail would definitely be a boost there, but at the moment, just doesn't have enough money. DK, meanwhile, is back to coal.
Also, another option. We've seen the flame sword and the magic armor. We've seen all of the big items, so that makes the gold more valuable here.
Absolutely. If there's one, of course, we don't know that. We won't know until we find keys. Now, Synth did purchase a small shield here in Cantlin, so it's a little bit of a boost in defense there. And Synth will go back to the exploration as our runners on the left are taking on a wolf and a metal scorpion, respectively. Both go down.
Well, DK decides to have a look. He's going to find Sharlock pretty quickly.
And we got a Wolf Lord here, and we'll see if DK is able to take this down. I think he's got a pretty good chance, unless they have something nasty on the back. 2 shots to Wolf Lord for 52 big points.
And actually, Synth likes the zone. I don't think... Has he seen the breath on the Druid? I'm not sure.
I'm pretty sure he has, but I mean, as long as you don't get ambushed, you can pretty much one-shot those Druids in your current state.
That will give him level 7. Yep, and Archfield's getting really, really close to level 9. After this wolf, just one more will give him level 9.
And there's a Kaishino Ichigeki, which will finish us off. Yeah, he needs one more and change. He's actually... The next wolf will put him 1 experience point short. All right, Synth back is going to buy the chainmail now as he grinded enough gold to get that. So another boost in defense there for Synth.
Farmist Method is 1 experience away.
There's a Druid Lord down for DK, so getting some nice kills in this zone here. 58 points there. Well, Red Slime's no bueno. Wolf will get Archfield there. So level 9 now for Archfield. Here come the digits. It's 7 power, 8 agility, 6 HP, 11 MP, sleep, and radiant. So pretty good level there, but again, not really the spells we were hoping to see. We've got 75 MP. That's more than enough with our current status at this point, I'd say.
Considering level 10 takes more time, the next level is at 1,500 experience. Now we have over 40 agility, we have sleep, we have HP that actually allows you to survive most attacks. You can't survive DL2 breath, but hurt more, yes. I think Archfield is going to grab the full plate and then he's going to begin his exploration.
I like this idea here. So, yep, Archfield going to go for it. Meanwhile, Synth gets caught by a knight, can't escape, and is sent home.
Never mind. I think he just grabbed enough money to buy a broadsword if he finds a town.
Ah, okay. I mean, that makes sense. Meanwhile, we've got metal slimes that have the artificial wombo combo light. They have sleep and hurt. And while the metal slime did its thing, it decided, you're not going to have my 255 points.
And I think that's the point in the game where everybody starts exploring, except I believe Fred wants to continue grinding after hitting level 9.
Yeah, you're correct about that. Meanwhile, Synth's got a Wolf Lord to deal with, as does DK, and Synth's got it for the 52 points. Archfield is on their way to Cantlin now.
With money for a broadsword. So there's a problem with Fred, by the way. Just to mention, he has now 40 defense. So he cannot repel the wolf anymore.
Archfield sees the large shield and is going to pass on it. Wants to hold out for a broadsword, but I don't think we saw one here in this shop. We'll check again here. And yeah, copper sword and flame sword along with the silver shield. So I think Archfield's going to go back and buy that large shield now as DK finds the fun police and is sent home.
There's not too much police on this map, but there's enough that I believe our players are going to have to go left and right and die a couple times, just to make it interesting.
There you go. The large shield has been purchased by Archfield since there was no broadsword here, at least behind the unlocked shops here in Cantlin. So, yeah, you're absolutely right about the 40 DP. That is a problem. You're going to use the repel spell. Yeah, you're going to be repelling wolves at this point. So that's going to make grinding on wolves kind of annoying because you're going to run into everything else.
He has an option, though. And his option would be to go to Cole, purchase the letter armor, and then go back to grind on wolves. But now he's going to stop his exploration.
Yeah, Green Dragon says no. Fred now finds Cantlin, and he's got over 1,100 gold, so he could buy this large shield if he decides to do so, and he does.
So all of our players have exactly the same exploration right now. Everybody's found Cole, everybody's found Cantlin, and nobody's found anything else.
Yep, we're at the 21-minute mark. You know, we haven't found any of the pieces. You know, we haven't even found any of the old men caves yet either. What do we mean by that? You've got the Jerk Cave, where you will need Erdrick's Token, you will need the Staff of Rain, you will need the Stones of Sunlight. To get the Staff of Rain, you have to find the Silver Harp and find the old man who is in the Trading Cave. And then, of course, we have the third old man cave, which would be the Stones of Sunlight Cave, but we call it the Freebie Cave because it's just a free chest. It could be anything inside that chest.
By the way, two interesting things. First, we found Hurt More on the Golem. As soon as we get Stop Spell, that could be interesting.
Yes,
the second
especially
thing,
if they're happy using it.
I believe Archfield wants a Flame Sword.
Yeah, he is grinding for money.
A lot of money, yeah.
And he could go for half plate. You're right. He could go for flame sword. He could go for more. Again, we still haven't found any source of keys yet. I haven't found Rimmildar, and I haven't found any caves where there might be keys either.
No, it's been very barren on that. So it seems like the area around Tantagel is just kind of empty, except for Cantlin and Cole. At least that means you've got some towns, like you've got some options to do things. Sometimes there will be nothing, and then you just have to move out and hope you end up finding something. Fred is getting pretty far. I don't think we've seen that area of the map yet.
Well, he may be in trouble here with this green dragon on 48 agility. Can't run on that attempt. Does run on from the second attempt, so he can keep going. We'll see if this goes further south or if this is just a big dead end. Looks like it might extend, but it's a Drakey. That's not really a problem for Fred. Just go ahead and take it down. There's that golem we were talking about earlier, but there's our first cave, and it is the mountain cave. All right. What do we have in here? We got a Druid Lord that's going to back attack. That's what we've got here for Synth. Wolf goes down for Fred. Druid Lord is dodging DK's attacks here. And Druid Lord is down for Synth.
Turns out for Archfield, he just grabbed enough money to buy a full plate. And now he's moving again, exploring the swamp close to Tentagel.
I don't think that's a bad idea. Full plate's a nice big boost in defense there. Uh-oh, Stoneman. Run fails once. Luckily escapes on the second attempt. 33 agility. Even on 33 agility, you may have problems running away from that stone. Speaking of another Stoneman. Ooh, okay.
You have less than 50% chance to run away from him. So it's pretty scary. Ooh, that is optimistic. Stop spell, though, on the Raid Knight.
And it missed as well, so now an opportunity here for Synth, but uh-oh. Gonna go ahead and play it safe here. Hopefully misses the stop spell. It's another miss there for the Wraith Knight. And another stop spell. Another miss, so another free turn here for Synth, and down goes the Wraith Knight for 72 points. The first chest here in Mountain Cave is Wings. 5 chests.
The Green Dragon catches Archfield.
And it catches DK as well. Is able to escape, though. That time Synth ran away from the Wraith Knight. Guess wants to reserve his resources for these 4 chests on the bottom floor of Mountain Cave. We'll see if Synth is able to get there. Uh-oh. Another Wraith Knight, and it's a back attack. And Fred gonna have some problems here. Synth did manage to run away from that Wraith Knight, so he gets to the second chest, which has an herb. Uh-oh, Blue Dragons, potential problem here for Synth. That's 1 run fail. If he misses again, back to start he goes, and back to start he goes. Bad luck.
Only 2 chests out of Mountain has to hurt. And we're seeing the caves seem to have tough enemies. DK is going to also find Mountain, but he has an advantage here on Synth. He has sleep, so if he catches our good friend the Stoneman, well, he's going to be in better shape. That's not going to work so well against the Raid Knight. They're pretty resistant, but he's still going to try to sleep them.
And gets it. All right, so Wraith Knight gonna go ahead and get the, well, of course it's a 1 turn, because of course your enemies are gonna roll their 1 out of 3s each and every time, Ziggy.
Yep, but this one actually woke up and decided to try to stop spell.
We were kind of focused on Synth's mountain attempt there. That Fred got to level 10.
Oh, really?
Yep, there it is. Fred got to level 10, and I can do the math here. So it was 6 strength, 8 agility, 8 HP, 5 MP, no spells.
80 MP already at level 10.
Absolutely crazy. We got so much magic and not much to use it on. Here's a Wyvern that's going to back attack Synth, and then no more stop spell because it connected.
And DK does not have much luck in Mountain either. It gets sent back by a wizard.
Yep, nasty enemies here when you're kind of a little bit under leveled here. Oh, Synth can't get the Wyvern down, misses out on the 64 points, back to start again.
Yeah, we see the big difference between level 9 and level 8. Archfield was able to kill his Wyvern, and sadly Synth was unable to.
All right, so a Green Dragon, 2 HP left. No luck left now for Archfield. He's also sent back to the castle, 61 points away from level 10. Metal Scorpion now for DK, able to one-shot it for 31 points, 52 points away from the next level. A Droll Magi would work exactly. A Slime, forget about it.
Yeah, I think DK is just going to stay here a little bit until he gets level 10, and then he might try Mountain again. Mountain was not very far from home. It was close to the top of the map. I think to the west. Oh, gets away from a red dragon, Archfield.
Lucky there for Archfield, but Fred not so lucky, gets caught by the police, under arrest, and sent back to the castle yet again. The death counts are starting to pile up here now, Ziggy.
Yeah, I said earlier that, there's not that much police on the map. Maybe I was a little bit wrong. Seems like well, it's not zones with just the police. It's just like kind of splattered a little bit everywhere. And all the dragons are having their way with our players. We've seen the greens, we've seen the blues, we've seen the reds. And at this stats line, like the blues can also be pretty dangerous. Since trying again for Mountain.
Yep, trying to get back to those 3 chests that he was unable to get to. As DK runs into a knight, is going to put it to sleep, connects on the sleep spell, and is going to go ahead and start attacking it. Does not roll its 1 and 3 on the first try as Fred goes back into Cantlin, but it does roll it on the second try. DK going to look to finish it on the third shot, and does to pick up the 78 points. This Druid Lord would be good enough to give level 9 for Synth if successful in the fight, and is successful, so level 9 picked up there by Synth. Fred checking to see if he can buy anything. Nothing doing here right now for Fred at Cantlin.
DK not having luck sleeping the next night and has to run away. Knight's pretty resistant to sleep, actually.
Yeah, you would think not, but they most certainly are here in Dragon Warrior. So Archfield continuing. All right, gets to these 2 chests. We've got a curse belt that tells us a second search tile is in play.
Sword! Oh my god. Oh, that is
a big swing. That is a huge get and potentially a game changer there, Ziggy. Meanwhile, Archfield finds the fun police. He's having no fun, but the fun police certainly are having fun. He's sent back.
Thing is, I believe Synth stopped for a moment. Maybe he thinks he's late here, but he's the first of our players to find the sword.
It just doesn't seem like it. Absolutely. And as the Wraith Knight misses on its stop spell, so Synth is able to get a 2-shot on the Wraith Knight and is slowly starting to gain ground on Fred in the experience department.
Oh yeah, he's going to start killing very quickly, and that makes the fights a lot easier. Like the problem our players have is that they're not very resistant, but if the fight lasts only 2 turns, well, you don't have that problem.
All right, and yeah, Synth's going to pick up another herb. We had seen that chest before. There's 1 chest left here in Mountain Cave, and here comes a Wraith Knight that Synth is going to take down, and yeah, slowly but steadily gaining ground here as a cut and a miss on the sleeve spell to that stone man, the old Rygai special, but does get it on the second attempt.
So for our viewers at home, the chance to miss on the sleep on a stone man is 1 in 8. So it's always fun when it happens multiple times.
And it feels more like it's like 1 in 2.3 rather than 1.8 sometimes. Oh man, oh no, Synth runs into that blue dragon again. He only has 2 shots at it, 1 miss. Oh, he gets away.
Oh, that's nice.
All right, can he get to that last chest here in Mountain Cave? AK-47 is going to send Fred home. And, 1 step away. Okay, it's just a Wraith Knight. Synth should be fine.
Yeah, it's money at this point. You're happy to see the Wraith Knight.
Especially when it does a cut and a miss like that. It's another free turn for Synth. Down it goes, 72 more points, gaining even more ground. Final chest is gold.
So Synth got inside of that cave. He was level 8, and now he's really close to level 10. He really caught back up in experience in this mountain. That was huge for him. DK also got his sword, gets out of mountain.
Very nicely done. And yeah, DK in a good position against Archfield right now. So there you go.
To reiterate for people that just came in, the races right now are our 2 top players against each other and our 2 bottom players against each other. So here, Synth has the sword and Fred Coughlin does not, and DK has the sword and Archfield does not. Well, the sword does not save him from the Armor Knight, but it's still a big advantage because you can kill enemies way faster.
Rogue Scorpion now for Archfield could give 70 points if the fight is successful. There you go. Successful fight there for Archfield. Next level's at 2,175, level 11. And you see that experience, remember, it was about 1,000 points at one point, has cut it to in half, more than half.
Yep, he's one fight away from level 11 now. 11, level 10, sorry.
That's all right. Well,
And he might get enough money for, he's going to get enough money naturally for the full plate if he wants to go back to gold.
Yeah, nice little cash fix. And Synth wants more cash. Why not? 650 golds. It's a pretty easy fight. What's not an easy fight is the Fun Police. Another kill for the Red Dragons against Archfield.
And the Blue Dragon catches Fred, but Fred gets away.
All right, so fortunate there for Fred, can continue exploration, but Synth, I think, is about to lose 2,000 golds here. Yep.
It's not that bad, mind you, because what he could do is go into coal, just grind on the tile a little bit to get this to 3,000 and then get a big defense boost. Because he's the only one of our players that does not have the half plate. With Archfield having the full plate, and that makes a big difference. Like it makes a difference in trying twice run away or 3 times.
Speaking of runaway, Archfield had 2 hits on the Metal Slime, but Metal Slime will not shell out its 255 points.
I think DK hadn't found Kathleen yet. Well, he just found it now.
Yeah, I think you may be right about that. I don't know if DK had found Canlin. Maybe he did, maybe he didn't, but I mean, he's fine. Well, this is not fine for Archer. Oh, got away from the AK-47 there. And we do see a couple of towns, but can we get there? The Green Dragon might have something to say about that. Where will we go first? He's going to go to the west and run into a wolf lore. That's not a problem there for Archfield. Another Red Dragon who just wallops for 47. Oh, Synth escapes. But will it last?
It's Rim! Archfield just found Rim. Oh, that's keys. So now DK has the sword, but Archfield has keys. We're going to have to see what is going to be the most consequential of these two things. Usually it's going to be the sword, but if the armor is in Tantagel or pretty close to a place where we can explore, he's also going to be able to check the coordinates. So that might give him a big lead in exploration over DK.
And not just that, if there is a gold grind, I mean, that's your silver shield right there.
Oh, that's your everything. You could get like all 3 items, and I think he's seen all the shops. So
correct.
But I don't think he's seen Mountain, so
no. So he
might not be able to set it up.
True, he could lose time. Level 11, 2 power, 1 agility, 6 HP, and heal more.
Level 12, very consequential. Our hero's not that much HP still, though.
Stones of Sunlight was in the chest here at Rimeldar, so it actually hid something of importance this time. The 2 locked doors special gave us something special.
That's the first key item we see today at 36 minutes.
Yes, let's take a look at the shop here and see what we have. A hand axe. Well, we hadn't seen a broadsword. Again, Archfield hadn't seen the Erdrick sword because he's not seen Mountain Cave, so why not? Oh, Kaishino Jigeki DK gets the crit on a Metal Slime. A big 255 points for him.
Yeah, he's already had an XP lead since he got the sword, and that's going to help him grow that lead.
Yeah, I wasn't able to get the double, but that's kind of asking for a lot. Again, 1 in 4 chance they're going to run away if you've got 20 strength or more, which these runners have way more than that. And a cave right there, too, but it's a scorpion, which we haven't seen. Fred will just go ahead and take down. It's Hawk's Nest on Archfield's side, so it's probably going to be Garenham. So the only town we haven't found is Brackenary.
I don't think our players are going to Breckenize. I think they're
probably
going to
Probably not the way we've seen this. Oh, we have a stone man on the spike tile here.
This is beatable. This is beatable. Well, I don't know if Archfield is going to want to maybe exit, try to get a level.
Yeah, now when you don't have heal more, so I don't fault him for not going after.
No, he's fighting this. He just ran away because he got back attacked. But you are absolutely fighting this every time. What I was wondering is if you get level 11. Well, we know 11 gives heal more, but yeah.
Of course, one turn sleep. Because a game knows its rules. It's 1 and 3 every single time, just like it did there.
Oh, yeah, it's hurt though.
Now, how happy is it to use hurt is the 64,000 gold question. 1 and 3 again. That's back to back to back times that the Stone Man has hit its 1 and 3. Go figure.
That's a lot of caffeine in that guy.
Not this time, though. All right, so 4 in a row is not in the cards, but 4 out of 5 is.
Oh, by the way, Fred found the armor.
Ooh. Armor was in Freebie Cave? I didn't see it. Wow. Oh, and
the Stone Man didn't work out.
Didn't work out there for Archfield. That was a cut and a miss on the sleep spell.
And I think when he kills one more enemy and hits level 11 and gets heal more, he's going to beeline right back there. DK gets the armor here. DK is going to have the gear.
Oh, absolutely, he's going to have the gear. We've got the token. So, and there's a gold grind available.
I think it's an emergency here. Archfield really needs to find Mountain.
Agreed. Time running out for him.
What was the bottom cave? I didn't see on Archfield's screen. Was it a grave?
Archfield didn't get there. Oh, we're about to find out what in the basement.
Like, if it's grave, he wants to be able to set up a gold grind. He hasn't seen any cave, so he doesn't know. Like it's just one chance.
Right. DK's gonna try to get this green dragon down here, which he does. 135 points right there. Puts him real close to level 12. He'll be the first one to get there.
DK has the armor, he has the sword, he has heal more. The only really enemy in there is, oh no, that's not a gold grind. The only enemy is going to be able to, he's not going to be able to kill at this point, is the red dragon. He wants to kill everything.
Jerk Cave is what we have in the basement. So our resident jerk is living here in Tantagel Castle tonight, but we can't get the rainbow drop until we have all 3 of our items. Erdrick's token, the Staff of Rain, and the Stones of Sunlight. We have not found the Silver Harp yet, nor have we found the Trading Cave.
Synth is going to pick up his armor.
We found an herb in the Tablet Cave, which is where Fred is right now. And there's the Freebie Cave, and Synth's about to get that armor.
So right now, Archfield is really the only one of our players to have found no Erdrick gear.
Yeah, that is going to be a problem against DK, as DK just got level 12, no power, 17 agility, 3 HP, and 12 MP. So nice boost in the agility and the MP right there in level 12. Here's Archfield and Cantlin, I think, is going to look for coordinates.
Yeah, he cannot know that the sword is in Mountain and the armor is in Freebie Cave. Right. So, I mean, he has both. He's probably going to do this and immediately go to Hawk's Nest, and he's probably going to get some disappointment, or at least key items.
63 South, 59 West. So we know it's either going to be the harp or it's going to be the fairy flute there.
That's right.
And we don't know if there's anything in Hawk's Nest, because, you know, we haven't found a third cursed belt yet. There could be a nothing burger behind that Stone Man for all we know, Ziggy.
Yep, that's true. We haven't seen the grave either, but I mean, the grave is very likely.
Grave may not be required empty. For all we know.
Yeah.
But we have a cave here on Fred's side.
I don't think we've seen that cave.
Well, maybe we have, but because he's kind of going back and forth. He's not going into the cave right away.
Oh no! It's the cave DK saw at the bottom. Fred is pretty close to where DK is. DK is just to the right of him.
Yep, there it is. Yep, that was Tablet Cave. Yep, there's a high five right there. You're absolutely right.
Meanwhile, Synth catches a red dragon.
And all of a sudden, Fred's back to having over 1,000 experience point lead on Synth.
Synth has really struggled to leverage the sword to get more kills. The fact that Fred managed to get the hand axe in Garinham and then the armor has really helped him stay powerful. And since he has heal more, he's able to kill greens. He's able to kill a lot of the stuff that Synth has to run away from.
DK gets a metal slime for 255.
That's a second.
Yeah, it is a second. You're right, because he had a crit on one earlier.
It's not common you actually going to kill one with sleep and hurt.
No, because your chances are you're probably going to not have any opportunities to attack it, but they must be low rolls on both. I'm guessing it's 25% each. Gets one hit, but can't get any more than that, so won't get the 255 points this time.
And right now, DK has a huge experience and exploration lead on Archfield. It's a little bit closer between...
I swear, if this is swamp, both of them, come on, let it be a double swamp. Dang
that's
it,
one
it's
that's
grave. Yeah, it's grave. Dang it. I badly wanted it to be Swamp Cave, and both connectors would be right there. I don't know if you've ever seen anything like that before, Ziggy, but that would have been hilarious.
I've seen diagonals, but I've never seen like next one to another actually.
Like left to right, top to bottom. That would have been sweet, but denied.
Yeah, it would have been Grave East and Grave West.
Right.
So Blue Dragon gave DK the business. He has heal more though, so he managed to survive, and he's going to check the chests and Grave. A key?
Key, okay. There's gold.
And gold.
A lot of money. I see that the gold has increased this season because it used to be 500 to 755. What is it now? 500 to 800?
It starts at 560. The reason why is because sometimes it was a little bit unfair for a player getting less than hand axe money and another player getting hand axe money in the beginning of a race. So it was changed to balance RNG at the beginning of a race.
So you said 560. So I'm guessing they both went up by 60. So if that's the case, 560 to 815. Yep. There you go. So Garinham had the Staff of Rain. We just saw it. Or at least that's where the trade-in cave is.
Yeah, nobody has found the heart yet.
By the way, that is my favorite kind of seed when we have old men in both Garinham and Tantagel.
I don't think Archfield has started counting yet, though. He has the coordinates. Has Archfield went back to Hawk's Nest at all?
Don't think so.
Well, it's a good move because here is going to be finding his armor.
Yep. Yeah, right now it's about 1,100 plus points lead at a Wraith Knight for DK, so closing in on 1,200 points. You have Archfield now in Garinham. Now stock up on herbs. Green Dragon now for Synth. Looking to take it down to get to 135 points. At AK-47 for Fred. Not able to escape. Now there's a rule here for this year's tournament is if you run fail 3 times in a row to any enemy, you are guaranteed to successfully run on the 4th attempt. And that looks like 3 run fails. Yep. Fred knows it, so he escaped without needing to worry about using heal more.
DK actually recognizes he needed some health. Found Brecconary on what seems to be the Swamp continent. We still don't know if it's just one continent or if Swamp is separated.
It's going to be like an exile island, probably. It's going to have like a nice 15 by 15 patch of land, nothing in there. That's my guess.
Yeah, and Brecconary. That fits the exile island. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
That'd be hilarious. But no, it's not even going to be that generous. It's just going to be an exile island. Nothing. Ooh, crit there for Fred. Going to get the Green Dragon down. Next level is at 4125, which right now DK, I think, is just trying to escape using heal mores, hoping for low rolls, but getting kind of too high rolls. Does escape there, as Archfield will get the armor right now. Another red dragon that DK's gonna have problems with.
Now, at this point, there's two players that have not. All of our players have found the armor, but two of our players have not found mountain. But Fred just got to mountain and should be able to get to the sword. He's a pretty high level. He should not be killed by anything in here,
except maybe blue dragons.
And that's going to put him in a very, very good position against Synth right now, because that's going to even out exploration against Synth, but he has 1,000 experience lead against him. Whereas it's pretty much the same deal at the bottom, except DK has both the experience and the exploration advantage. The only advantage that Archfield has, sleep on the werewolf.
Yep, werewolves have sleep. I don't know if they have anything else to go with it, as now Archfield's found the double caves. And sees the grave. Not gonna go there, and he's gonna see, swamp south.
That's interesting, not going into grave.
So that's where it connects.
Also, I don't think either DK or Archfield checked at all for the spike tile. DK is going to get to Hawksness. Because I believe this is Rimmildar, right?
Yes.
So it is one continent.
Maybe. Still holding out for that 15 by 15 land. Uh-oh. We got a problem. It's called AK-47.
No, at this point, it's Prophet. He's going to beat him up
yes.
for his cash money.
Unless, of course, they've got, like, heal more in their back pocket.
Well, that could have happened. We don't have stop spell yet.
It's true. That would be a problem if they did have heal more.
Oh, okay. What Archfield was doing makes a lot of sense. So I think he was checking the other cave to see if there was something there. And then he decided to go. I don't think he's going to set up a gold mine, actually. He's going to exit.
Level 13 for DK after that kill. We got 2 power, 4 agility, 22 HP, and 5 MP. Nice spoon there on the HP.
Yeah. Suddenly, other than the strength, goal level starting to look pretty close. It could be 15 or 16. So finishing exploration quickly could be a huge boon for DK here.
Yeah, that's true.
Also, now he can kill red dragons.
That's always nice.
And it's the same for Fred. Fred has the sword, he has the armor, and he has level 13.
Ooh, Synth gets the armor knight down for 172 points. Nice kill there. Metal slime for DK. No shot, though. And back to Rimmildar.
I think DK only had the one key he picked in grave.
Yep. All right, we're back to that freebie cave on Archfield's side.
Wait, is that all locations for DK? He's going to find Hawksness there, and I think he's seen all locations. The only thing he's going to need to do is go around the map and do everything he needed to do with keys. So he should be able to find everything if he goes east from here. DK's in a great spot. The question is, what is going to be the spike in Swamp Cave? If the spike is also a Stone Man, that's going to make grind selection pretty interesting.
If Stone Man's there, I can guarantee you there will not be a Stone Man in Sherlock. I'm not going Joker here.
Well, that tends to happen a lot, though.
I'm not saying it's not going to happen, but the odds are it doesn't happen. I've seen 3 of a kinds before. They're rare, but I have seen them. But I'm just saying, if it's Stone Man, I'm putting my money against the Stone Man in Sherlock.
I don't know why DK wants to buy a shield. He has nice defense right now.
Red Dragon down for Fred as Fred's closing in on a level 14, which is at 5625. As DK is now in Sherlock. Yeah, he's going to be more built for this fight than what we saw earlier. I believe it was on Archfield's side.
Yeah, I don't think the Stone Man is ready for what's coming.
No, not a chance. Not a chance. All right, so gets the sleep off. Cooperates for DK. Continues to cooperate for DK. There's a good sign here. continues to cooperate for DK. That's a perfect fight there for DK. 155 points. Is there anything here? Yes, it is the harp. So
That's
Grave
it.
not required. Grave's a complete bust.
So it's going to be the flute. It's going to be the flute on coordinates. So anybody that spends time doing the 6359 is going to lose a lot of time.
Yeah, absolutely. So Pyramid Game completely canceled tonight. It is not a thing, I'm sorry to say. Budgetary reasons.
Archfield really need to go northwest and always going to count. Oh no, because he really needs to find mountain. It's really what's been hampering him compared to DK is that he doesn't have the attack power.
I agree 100%. Yep. So right now, as it stands, DK is in grind and go mode at this point. Once he gets the trade in, and then goes to the Jerk Cave. He'll reinstate his keys here again. Jerk is here. He'll need to go to Garanham to get to that trade-in cave.
Yeah, no, I think he knows. Yeah, well, Garanham is the only thing he needs to check with keys at this point because unless he really wants the flute, I don't think he's going to do going to check in Cantlin to see what the coordinates are. Yep, straight to Garanham.
Makes complete sense to me, but this red dragon is gonna be okay. Fred's gonna go ahead and take on this fight again. Not too much of a problem now. And yep, DK beelining to Cantlin right here.
No, he's going to get a shield, I think. Yep. I'd be surprised if you check chords.
Oh yeah, no, he's not getting a shield. He instead is going to get large shield he's in, but not silver. I think he's gonna forget about that gold grind.
No, I'd be very surprised if he did. Oh, he does check coordinates.
Ooh, okay.
I mean, he has everything, so he knows it's the flute. He should know, at least.
I mean, maybe he wants it just in case there might be a golem on the spike tile in Charlock. I mean, I don't know.
Well, potentially.
AK
or in Swamp. We still haven't seen what's in Swamp.
No, we haven't seen what's in the spike tile in Swamp, and it could be a golem. 350 points. Flute could come in handy. Just never know.
So Archfield is finding Mountain away from Bingo because everything else he has seen. He's going to be very disappointed when he finds that the coordinates are the flute. It seems to be a pretty complicated count too.
Green Dragon's going to be just fine for DK to get the 135 points. 122 more points for Fred to get to level 14. He would actually be the first to get to level 14 if he can find something that would get him there.
Yeah, I think the only thing Fred is missing is the token at this point. Well, and Hawksness.
Yeah, he's got to find Hawksness.
Yeah, I think the item he's missing is the one in
North.
Rim,
okay,
right?
it does look like it's one continent. Yeah, because I don't think Fred's found Swamp South.
No, you're right. He's going to find Grave on the other end of this.
Yes, Scaren's Grave. Yeah, which is a bust, as we all know. That could be a time sink.
Does not check the spike.
And here's DK and Garanham about to get his Staff of Rain.
The count continues for Archfield. This is a big roundabout count. He's been on this for a while now. It's going to mark a location, mark a coordinate on Rim and continue from here.
There's the fighter's ring for DK. That's going to give him 2 additional attack power points. We didn't talk about the dragon skill. I think they purchased them, except it doesn't look like Archfield did. Equipping that will give you an additional 2 defensive points. Now, once you equip it, if you sell either the fighter's ring or the dragon scale, you still get to enjoy the item's benefits. And people will generally do that to clear inventory.
DK gets his staff. I don't know what he's going to do from here, if he's going to go straight to Swamp or if he's going to go back home.
Exactly. So, yeah, Fred taking on this Armored Knight will be more than enough to get him the level. He only needed 2 points, so it's pretty moot. He's going to hopefully finish it off on this swing, which he does. DK on exactly 5,000 experience points, and here comes level 14 for Fred, with 3 power, 2 agility, 3 HP, 5 MP, and return. Still no hurt more, but at this point, it's looking like it doesn't matter.
Hurt more would be nice at this point because not a lot of strength, so any grind that you pick is going to be a little bit of a chore. Let's see what's in Swamp tonight. It's a red dragon. Oh, that's a pretty good find.
Yeah, we haven't seen them have anything nasty. I think this is a good thing to grind on.
Now, I don't know which town was closest to Swamp, whether it was Breckenary or it was Remelda. But Breckenary is on the north side, which is easier to access with outside. So maybe that's where it's going to go heal.
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense.
I mean, I don't know for you, but keeping track of a map when there's 4 players is not exactly easy.
It is tougher. I even admit it myself. Keeping track of 4 players is certainly much more difficult than keeping track of 2. We have Synth and Garanham right now going to just heal up. Fred's
about to get our chest 5 of disappointment.
Yep.
Because we found it, yeah, even the fighter's ring is on Garanham. That's
true.
Everything. We've seen everything.
Yeah, we have seen everything. Yeah, we found a key at grave 4. Now we're about to find out what's in grave 5 now on Fred's side. And it is going to be Torch. Yeah, Fred can't be happy about that.
Archfield, I don't know if he managed to keep the count with everything he's done in Rem and in Hawk's Nest. If he did, he actually gets the count. It's going to be both impressive and disappointing.
Yeah, absolutely. It's going to be both because he's hoping it would be one of the items that would help them get closer to being in go mode. Instead, it's just going to be a fairy flute.
And DK's gaining experience at a ridiculous rate at this point. Now it's almost 2,000 experience lead. Now it's 2,000.
Yeah, I mean, he's getting 350 a pop here. I mean, he's 4 and change away from level 15, which is at 7,500.
Oh, I think the chords are going to be pretty close to Swamp North. Am I wrong? Well, that could get complicated now.
Oh, he's got Breckenary as the checkpoint now.
Sometimes it is faster to save the princess. Oh, managed to get away from a red, though. That would have been very painful.
Oh, yeah.
Fred picks up his token.
Yep, so he now just needs to find the silver harp and take it back to Garanham, then get the rainbow drop right here at Tantagel Castle. Oh, wizards have heal more. How lovely.
Gonna run from that one.
And DK out of resources, won't be able to take down this red dragon. He'll be sent back. Still needs another 3 and change to get to level 15.
I think it's intended. I think what he's going to do here is get the rainbow drop and then go back to the grind. And he makes me lie. Okay, no, he remembers. Okay, that's what he wanted to do,
I
and
think
he
he heard
just
you.
had a small burp.
It's like,
yeah.
oh shoot, I need to get that drop.
I hope he's not hearing us. That would be bad.
Yes, that would be a disqualification if that were to be the case. No. It's something I always like to say. I think the runner must have heard you because they're on their way. It's kind of a gag. No, they're fine.
Yeah.
Coordinates now for Fred. Sees that could be a problem for Fred because he still doesn't have his silver harp, but DK now has his rainbow drop.
DK is 100% grind and go, and really he needs HP and he needs strength, and he's going to be good.
Yeah, definitely indeed. Obviously, I'd like to get a little more agility to make things easier in Sherlock, but yeah, paramount is we need HP and strength because Death Necklace, the way this seed's been going, doesn't look like it's going to be in play tonight unless we get like a boon of like 50 HP and like 2 attack power.
Which could happen. Oh, Fred also is doing the count.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's good for Fred because if he does the count, he's going to end up finding both Rimmildar and Hawksness, and probably will check to get the final piece he needs in Hawksness.
All right, DK gets a red dragon down. He is 750 points away from the level.
I mean, you want to grind red dragons. If you get one on the way, it's just a bonus.
Absolutely, it is at this point. I'll take this Armor Knight as well. And there's the token pickup for Synth.
So the status of both of our races right now. We have Fred Coughlin right now that has an experience lead, and with this Hawksness find is going to get pretty much go mode. All he's going to have to do is do the turn-ins. We have a little bit of about 2,000 experience lead here against Synth and exploration lead. And it is the same in the race in the bottom, where DK has now almost 3,000 experience lead and is full grind and go. And Archfield, really what ruined this race is the fact that he never found Mountain Cave. And Mountain Cave is the first cave every one of our other players have found. It's pretty close to home, right, in the northwest, and I hope he's going to go there right now.
Yeah, he's going to see it, and he's going to shake his head once he sees it, but he's kind of just avoided that part of the map.
Yeah, he's hugging the bottom there. I don't know if he's mapped that there's nothing there, and he just hasn't seen it, and he's just not going to go there.
I mean, it also doesn't help that maybe he ran into a lot of red dragons earlier. He wasn't strong enough to take them on. Yeah, he's avoiding that north.
Yeah, completely.
Synth now has coordinates, which again's a red herring.
Well, it's, yeah, like Aaron says, it's a little bit past Sherlock, so maybe he has a chance to see it.
Could be. While Fred looks like he's going to be the first to level 15 by a whisker over DK. So here come the numbers for level 15: 7 power, 2 agility, 3 HP, 9 MP, stop spell, and hurt more. So we have completed our spells at level 15. So a nice boost to the attack power, but our HP still lagging at just 96.
DK is also going to get his hurt more and probably never use it. Unless he catches a few Armor Knights on the way.
Right. Armor Knights, Green Dragons. You know what we haven't seen yet? X Knights.
Oh, by the way, the count was done by Archfield, and he gets a use out of it. Found a golem. This is just gonna boop him.
Oh, a Kaisha no Chigeki, that's gonna help, but still gets woken up because it rolled high in the experience points, but Archfield's able to chip it away for the kill.
Archfield is not having it easy with caffeinated stone people. Hey, there's the mountain. There we go. We saw it.
There it is. Archfield's going to see it. He's gonna find the sword in his chest, and he's gonna shake his head thinking, I think I just lost this race.
The funny thing is, I believe, yeah, Synthcut is at roughly 30 minutes, and he did a little pause that made me think, oh, maybe I'm really behind, but he was the first to find it. But finding it at an hour and 10 minutes, you absolutely feel completely horrible.
Oh, definitely, indeed. So we need to get to now 9,750 points on DK's side. I do believe after this one, that's going to put him at 8672. That would put him 1,400 and, or I beg your pardon, that's going to put him 1,078 points away. So he needs 3 and change. He just two-shot that thing too.
Yep, he's going to be very, very, very close after 2 kills.
Yeah, he'll be 28 points off.
28 away, yeah. And the sadness, oh, this blue dragon is just delaying the moment of sadness here. First chest, and... suspense.
Here it comes.
Whoa.
And there it is.
Immediately outside, he knows there's nothing else anywhere.
Yeah, I mean, he's in grind and go mode now, but unfortunately, the experience setback, it's going to probably prove to be too much. We'll see if Archfield gets lucky here on this metal slime. So far, 0 for 2 on the swing, so not looking too hot. Make that 0 for 3 now. Does connect on the 4th attack. Still on the field. Kaishino Chigeki! Hey, there you go, Archfield.
Yep, now that DK has the Rainbow Drop ELX to not die to the Red Dragon, and he's just going to walk back to Breckenary, who finds a way to be useful in this seed. Wait, he just avoids Breckenary? Oh no, he just wants a small kill. Since he's so close.
That makes sense. Well, that's more than a small kill. This will definitely do it for DK. Kaishino Chigeki for DK. Why not? And he rolled the maximum too. Did you see that?
Full 120 and gets the level.
3125. Ugh.
Yeah, that's not good.
I mean, the HP makes it borderline, but our attack power is still lacking. We got to keep going.
Yeah, we have 14 Healmores at 123 attack power, though. Even with Fairy Water, it would take... with Fairy Water, I think it takes 17 turns to win. In the Sneak Burn, he does not have the Flute, it does not have the Princess, and he would still sell the Death Necklace. So yeah, 17 attacks. So yeah, that's not really possible.
Yeah, the odds of this being a Death Necklace seed are almost 0. I mean, there's always that possibility that we could get a 50 HP boon and like no attack power, but I think the odds are Death Necklace is not in play tonight. And I will talk about what the Death Necklace does for those who may not seen it in action in Dragon Warrior Randomizer before. When you put it on, you get an additional 10 attack power points, but it will cost you 25% of your magic, of your maximum HP. And at 98 HP, that's just not going to cut it.
So they can cast Return. I don't... might have tried to cast Repel and ended up casting Return.
Whoops-a-daisy.
Yeah, there it is. He's going back to the red. I was wondering, wait, is he going to grab some Fairy Waters? And yeah, that would not make sense because he was right next to Breckenary.
All right, Archfield just picked up level 14.
One R spell happens to everybody.
Yeah,
Let's get this. Sent has not seen the Duel of Towns of Rimmildar and Hawksness yet, has he?
I don't think so. Well, no, he had to have seen Rimmildar because he has the token, or maybe not. I have no idea. Was it the stones
or the token in Rim? I think the token was in the treasury and the stones were in Rim.
Sure. Yep, correct. So no, he hasn't seen Rimbledart because he doesn't have stones. Meanwhile,
There we
Fred
go.
just got the Staff of Rain, so now he just needs to go back home, get his Rainbow Drop, and he too will be in grind and go mode.
I think it's going really, really good for the left side right now.
Yep, absolutely it is.
In this situation, I think the best Archfield can hope for is to stay within one dive of DK, because
Yep.
if the HP stays low, you never know what can happen in a dive.
And, you know, our defense isn't the best either. I mean, our agility's all right, but we're not even defense breaking anything except wizards. I mean, that's not really much. So, yeah, anything could still happen in Sharlock. So, you're right that you want to see Archfield keep it to within one dive, because all it takes is one failed dive, and you could sneak in the back door and steal it from your opponent. We've seen it many times throughout the history of Dragon Warrior Randomizer tournament play.
Yep, we've seen it in this tournament a lot as well. It is one of the reasons why fcoughlin is 3-1, where he stayed within one dive of Aaron, and Aaron had a terrible bottom floor, and Fred just passed by him and ended up winning the race. You never know what can happen.
Absolutely.
And Synth is going to need a couple fail dives. Archfield is now ready, but I believe Synth is much behind Fred Coughlin right now.
Yeah, in fact, Synth is rescuing Princess fcoughlin, got a successful rescue, and will now have the GPS.
I think he's seen Rim, but he has not seen Hawksness, which is really unfortunate, because he would have had his harp, and then you just don't bring the princess back since you're done.
And this red dragon is going to put DK a measly 6 points off the level. So, of course, he's going to overkill and get another red dragon. Like so. DK might have a premonition that levels 18 is required. We'll see if that ends up being the case.
I mean, if it's like the last level. All right, let's see it.
There, here comes level 17. The numbers. We've got 12 power, 7 HP. There it is. I think we're ready to go.
Yep, this is absolutely go. 135 attack power. We win in 13 attacks. We have 14 heal mores. We can lose a couple heal mores on the way and still be very comfortable. That is ultra go. DK is gone.
Yep, and yep, if you have a death necklace, dump it, because you won't need it tonight.
I believe DK still already has full herb, so I don't think he needs to shop. He's just not going to use it. Well, if he uses the death necklace, he's going to be in big trouble.
Oh, he'll be in severe trouble. That's why I say get rid of it, because you don't need it tonight.
No wings to come back home without using NP, so I think he's going to walk.
Yeah, I agree. Of course, it doesn't help that you get back attacked by a green dragon here. I mean, he'll be able to heal that off reasonably quick.
Yeah, he could not repel because he had 0 MP left, healing and wreck, and he decided to just take the walk instead of
This could be
taking...
annoying. Okay, just one run fail. Archfield gets back attacked by an AK-47, but he wants this 172 points. All right, so DK will be the first of our 4 runners to get to Sharlock, but he's got to get through all these encounters first, which he's having some problems. Doesn't get back attacked by the Druid. Remember that they do have DL2 breath. Again, we have not seen Axe Knights yet, so who knows if they might have something nasty. Well, here we go. And so because of that...
Oh, no, you can continue. I'm sorry.
I'm going to say it, since, you know, we don't have 3 of a kind, give me Axe Knight on the Spike Tile. It'll be the only one of this game.
And you're right, we haven't seen an Axe Knight.
Oh,
by the way,
it could
chat,
show up in
what is fcoughlin? What is Fred looking for?
something to grind on. I have no idea, but he does need to get that rainbow drop still, but he is going to find Reckonary.
I'm wondering if you forgot the jerk is in the basement of Tentacle. Because he was in Tentacle.
Ooh, gets run blocked by a werewolf, and he's put to sleep. Wow.
So it works. Oh my goodness. Oh, he wakes up.
Finally wakes up. More. That is disgusting. And werewolf, he's like, I'm gonna do it again. But this time wakes up on one turn.
So yeah, that's the difference between DK and Archfield here. Everything is caffeinated on Archfield's side, and nothing is caffeinated on DK's side, including DK himself.
Exactly. All right, so DK is down one heal more now, as he's now on his way into the dive into Sharlock, finding an AK-47 and struggling to run from said AK-47. That's 2 run fails. All right, and that is a success. So he's going to use an herb. Archfield going to go after this red dragon to pick up another 350 points. There's an Axe Knight. We finally found one. We finally found 2.
Uh-oh.
Okay, stop spell's fine. Stop spell's fine.
Yeah, you start seeing the S on the spell and you go, oh no. And then you see the rest of the letters and just go, oof, all right, thank you.
Yeah, when you have Erdrick's armor, stop spell is completely useless for the enemies, so you want to see them use stop spell. You also get 1 HP back every step you take. You don't take damage to swamp tiles or the 15 HP barrier tiles, and of course reduced damage both to the hurt and hurt more spells and dragon breath. Again, we have not seen much DL2 breath. I believe the only enemy that had it was Druids, at least from what we've seen up to this point.
We've seen a little bit of hurt more from the Warlock early game, which was a problem, and also from the Golem, but not that many problem abilities from the enemies in this. It was really just weaker heroes having to deal with red dragons, sending them back home.
That was the problem. I mean, this is not like the seed that I called the other night, where we had over 140 deaths between the 4 runners. As you can see, the death count considerably less this time, only at 53. I know our numbers are just a little bit off. Archfield's got 12, Synth's only got 19, but yep, it still adds up to 53.
Was that the seed with heal more and hurt more at level 16?
Yes, it was that seed.
Nice.
As DK has made it to the bottom of Sharlock, and he's run blocked by a golem, because why not?
Only had to use the 1 heal more at the beginning with that very persistent werewolf. So
yeah, this has been a pretty tame Sharlock otherwise. Well, here it comes. Oh my God! What you want to talk about tame Axe Knights? Why didn't we see this? This would have been amazing enemies to grind on. Having stop spell and hurt? Come on, that's game nose if I've ever seen one, Ziggy.
Yeah, we could have grinded these guys very early in the seed, actually. It would have been great. And it's also, it is the spot.
Got it right. But I was banking on the fact we were going to see any Axe Knights. But still, I got it right, so I will take my credit. All right, so there we go. DK's made it to the Dragon Lord fight. He is in really, really good shape. So let's see if he can finish the job right here, right now. He gets back attacked, so that's not a great start.
Small melee attack, that helps a little bit. Hurt more on the second attack. But DK is very comfortable here. He feels very comfortable, so he just swings at it immediately, does not waste time with herbs, and he's going to start his fight against the Dragon Lord and gets the first attack.
Starts with a 9, so not the greatest roll. It's 8 to 17 with our current attack power. We're not gonna have many shots at doubles. That's a good roll though, 25. And don't forget, we can get popped for up to 50 on 81 DP, where 25 make that 33 min roll, unfortunately, there for DK. You know, if he keeps rolling mins like this, I mean, that's going to send him back. However, he has more than a dive lead on Archfield at this point.
Oh, significantly. I think Archfield is about 5 minutes from go at this point, talking about go. fcoughlin has gotten the level and is getting ready to dive, while DK continues bashing on that Dragon Lord, and the fight is looking good right now.
And he's at 54, I believe. Although I might have missed an attack. I don't think so though. 67. $83 gets a good roll there. $95. $105.
The Dragon Lord can have between 150 and 165 attack HP, so...
$116. $127. Okay, I did miss an attack. He had to have gotten a double, and I think that threw me off because that was only 142. He must have gotten a double, and it snuck by us both there. But nevertheless, get your GGs out for DK. He is going to be your winner and the top seed in his group.
A small correction. He is going to be the second seed in his group. The first seed is going to be Brian Williams, who won all 5 races.
Ah, so he was perfect. I did not realize that, but congratulations. So DK will get the number 2 seed. Archfield will be the number 3 seed in that group. A time of 1 hour, 24 minutes, and 8 seconds. A very solid run. So yes, Brian Williams, undefeated, looking to get into the winner circle this year.
DK played this beautifully. He grinded,
absolutely.
I feel, the right amount and pushed exploration. He was not the first to the sword, but I think he managed to get a lot of good fights on the way and took some great decisions with this seed, and it ended up working very well for him. I think Archfield played pretty well as well, with the small exception that he just could not find a mountain, which was the big difference in that race.
Yeah, that was very, very unfortunate there because, you know, he finds mountain sooner. This could have been a much closer race, but just unlucky. And you know, it happens. It happens to everyone. We see it happen all the time. All they do is overlook one spot on the map, and more often than not, it turns out to be the spot that you absolutely need to win this seed. And unfortunately for Archfield, that's what it ended up being tonight. And, you know, Fred also going to be in the driver's seat. He's going to be punching his ticket into the bracket stages very shortly here.
Yep, Fred also needed to use 1 heal more in the top floors, so we'll have to see how it goes.
Was it on that werewolf too?
I don't know, I haven't seen it, but all I've seen is that he has 109 MP.
I'm sure somebody in the chat will tell us exactly why he used one of his heal mores. Again, it's not going to really hurt him. He has another insurance heal more in case he were to need to use it. As we do have DK here in the commentators booth with us. GG, congratulations. A big win for you tonight. Put you at 4-1, and we'll put you in the 2nd seed from your group. So an impressive showing tonight. Go over the seed with us.
It is dodging return instead of repel, a double at 105 somehow with a 49 max melee.
Yeah, that's the one I missed.
That's the 3 summaries.
That's the one I missed because, you know, when I was doing the count, all you were at was 142. So it must have been kind of a low rolling DL2, like 150 something. We'll find out on Fred's side in a moment. But yeah, because when you finish, I'm like 142. I'm like, yeah, we missed some. Like, he had to have gotten a double because I saw the numbers. I'm like, no way he could have gotten a double. You did. You sure did.
Yeah, it was the silliest thing ever. I looked up, I was like 51. I was like, I guess I'll swing. I mean, other than that, the only thing, I think everything went really well. I liked everything I did. I hated that, obviously, I died in Mountain where Sword was earlier than I got it, but I did at least go right back. But I missed Armor by like over 20 minutes. I was one screen away from that so much earlier.
Yeah, it took a while for people to find it, though. So it didn't hurt you as much as you thought it did.
It turned out you were way ahead of everyone in exploration for a while, and you ended up finding everything before everyone. So exploration went pretty good for you.
And don't you like the fact that Axe Knights were all in Sherlock and they had Stop Spell and Hurt?
The freest Dagon grind ever. I was like, heck, if you get down here at like level 14 with 13 Healmores, you could have ground to 17 and just won right then.
Absolutely. All right, so here's Fred now in the Dragon Lord fight. He's in the same spot you were resources-wise. Gets the Stop Spell. And gets a 2-shot. Very nicely done. So we'll see if Fred can get an opening double off of this. He does. Start things off with a 9, which I think is what you started with. Yep. 18.
Except DK got a 16 after. And,
yeah, you sure did get a 16, not double 9. This isn't Pinochle where we're holding a couple of Deces. Oh, 26.
If you were wondering what happened with our good friend Archfield, he ended up finding Mountain and the Sword at about an hour, 7 minute.
These are bad rolls, by the way. He's at 36 right now. There we go, 51. And 60. Man, these have just not been good rolls. Again, it looked like DL2 at least did roll low, but these are still terrible rolls. Fred's got to do a little better than that. Let's see what we got here. 10. He's at 70.
I'm not worried yet if I'm Fred, but I'm sweating just a little bit.
You could get a double with another roll. 82. Nope. Yeah, that's the low roll he needed the last time. 96. Too high on the melee. $112, that's much better.
There you go. Now you feel comfortable. Should win in about 4 attacks.
Yeah, he'll be fine. 123. $137. Possibly could do it on this one. Again, we believe he rolled low. We're at 137. 148. Yeah, I think the next attack is going to do it. Just based on what we saw on DK's side. A max roll, of course, will cover the entire spread. 160. Fred Coughlin, get your GGs out. He is going to qualify for the bracket stages of the 2025 Summer Dragon Warrior Randomizer Tournament.
Also, he's going to qualify as a 2nd seed in his group. Well done.
All right, so GG's to Fred and DK, your 2 winners for tonight here on DW Randomizer. We'll get a time very shortly for Fred. It's 90 minutes and 47 seconds. GG.
I believe we have a forfeit here for Synth. Yep.
Yeah, I don't blame him. I mean, and he was getting close to where he needed to be to make the dive to Sherlock, but yeah, just Fred, too much this time around for Synth, and unfortunately that is going to mean Synth will be eliminated from bracket contention here. Archfield is going to go ahead and try to finish off the seed, is currently in the U room, and it looks like he's got all of his resources intact, so he's had a reasonably smooth dive up to this point.
Yep, indeed. If I can add also, in the Sparkover group, this guarantees that Aaron is going to be the 3rd seed in that group. So that race ended up sealing the fate of everybody in the Sparkover tile group.
All right, GG to Aaron, our very own Aaron, who's done a lot of the restreaming here on DW Randomizer. Congratulations.
He's even restreaming right now.
There you go. No, you weren't, Aaron. Come on. You know you wanted to get in, and everybody knows it. Come on, Aaron. Uh-oh, we got a back attack by a golem.
Before my race with Fred Coughlin, there was the possibility. Okay, it gets away. There was still the possibility of a 5-player play-in at 3 and 2 with everyone, which would have been absolutely amazing. And sadly, it's not.
Oh, it most certainly would indeed. Nope, it's an urban legend. We got you. It never happened. All right, so we're on the Axe Knight. Archfield makes quick work of the Axe Knight and is going to be on his way to the Dragon Lord fight. No problems at all. All resources intact.
Yeah, I don't think the Dragon Lord knows in how much trouble he is right now.
Well, gets the back attack hurt more off, so that's an ominous start. Goes for the attack. Archfield will just go ahead with the attack. Stop spell hype. You'd love to see it. And yep, Archfield's just going to hope for another stop spell to maximize his odds. And he's just going to go ahead and finish it off. All right, so Archfield in very good shape. Even if he does get back attacked, he's still in very good shape because he had all the resources left. And he does get the first strike. So he starts with a 14. That's the best roll we've seen from all of our runners up to this point.
And all of our runners had the chance to get the first attack on the Dragon Lord as well.
You love to see it. 42, and these are pretty good rolls so far. We'll see if that keeps up for Archfield. $52. $68, good roll there. $80.
Always on pace to finish with 4 heal modes remaining.
Yeah, we'll see if that ends up being the case or not, as it got 97. And I just want to tell you both good luck. We're all counting on you. Fred here in the commentator's booth with us. GG, congratulations.
Hey, don't forget about me.
Oh, I just missed on that attack now, so I have no idea where Archfield is. So, oh well. Synth, good to have you here in the commentator's booth. Good try tonight, but Fred was just too much. I mean, his exploration was pretty darn good, and he had the experience lead for practically the entire race.
Oh no, that seed brutalized me. As I'm fond of saying, this is another metaphor for my life. Right? I keep getting wiped. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna take my medicine and grind in this desert, and then I wipe.
There you go. And 153 was the actual amount that DL2 had. I kind of figured it was low because when I said 142 on DK, he was done because he snuck a double in when we didn't think a double was ever going to happen. So there you go. There's your number for tonight, 153.
I knew I had lost this seed the minute I found armor. And actually, honestly, the minute I found sword, because I could add both of those so much earlier. And then here I am at an hour.
I'm sorry. Of our 4 players, you were the first one to get the sword, actually.
That is deeply, deeply ironic. I mean, a couple of those deaths were stupid ones. I wiped a couple times to a min roll on something I could tank when I only had heal. When I should have just tried to play it safe. But it's feeling so far behind by then. Not to steal your thunder as the victor, Fred. But I was an hour in. I might have had token by that point, but I didn't have a key. At 1 hour in.
Yeah, that was another problem, was not being able to find Rimmeldar as fast as some of the other runners. Yeah, Rimmeldar took forever. I think, was it DK that found it first? I think DK might have found it first.
I think it was Archfield that found it first, and then he tried the Stone Man and the Stoneman just decided that it was caffeine day.
Right. Yep. That's right. Yep.
I mean, my late game, I see Aaron in chat saying I wound up not too far behind. I mean, my late game actually, I mean, I played that well. But yeah, just getting around to that key and getting around to Rimmildar, like when you're finding out it's a one continent map, like 120 in, that's never a good feeling.
Oh yeah, you got keys from the grave. Actually, you found Rimmildar from the back, going back up from
from Swamp. Yeah. No, I found the key in top of grave at like an hour 2.
But yeah, you were not that far from that. You were the first to the sword. You were very close for the armor, but it's the rest of the exploration that completely broke your seed. The big difference with the other players that pretty much everybody stayed home with the wolves and grinded to level 8, and you immediately started pushing exploration at level 6. And I feel like that made a big difference in survival.
The problem was I couldn't find a wolf. Like, I was in that zone, like, I was really cross, like, the desert immediately west of the castle. I was pretty cross when I finally saw a wolf show up there, because I'd gone all the way around to Cantlin and had been farming wolves and then got a red dragon.
There was a small part of the desert north of Tentagel that actually had Zone 1. Like 2 tiles of desert was actually Zone 1 at the top, which is where everybody ended up grinding.
Does Fred not want to listen to me rant, Aaron?
No, I think Fred does not want to listen to me rant. I'm just teasing.
He's on his stream as usual, I believe.
Well, I'll just say thanks to everybody for doing this. GG's to Archfield as well. Thanks for everybody getting this on. I know Aaron's getting a ton of these restreams this week, so I appreciate that very much and all the work the DWR crew puts in. Have a good one.
Yes. Thank you for putting this on. I know, like, I can't do a lot of restreaming lately, so I really do appreciate it because DWR, we're stretched thin.
Oh yeah, DK. DK's left. I wanted to talk about the metal slimes, sadly.
I've ranted everybody.
We kind of figured it was 25-25. We didn't see them use either of those things much. We kind of figured they weren't spell happy tonight, and it proves they weren't. So there you go.
Oh, by the way, chat, you know where I live now. Because it's right there on my offline screen.
Wasn't really paying attention, so.
Nah, I make a joke about it. It wouldn't be my offline screen if I didn't care.
No. Yeah, no. To me, it's just another interstate bridge. I see them all the time, or not bridge, sign. It's another interstate sign because I live off of my own interstate. So there you go. No problem.
Yeah, I'm not immediately off. Like, it's funny. I don't care if people know where I live. I care about them knowing my in real life name. It's so weird.
I hear that. No, I'm kind of that way too. So no, I totally get it. So, well, anyways, a valiant effort tonight. I'm sorry the tournament didn't go better for you, but hey, you could always play spoiler and maybe pick up a couple of wins before you retire from this year's tournament.
You know, I'm gonna think about that. If I don't have a chance at the brackets, I might just hand out free wins. I'm gonna think about it tonight because I haven't been feeling well for a few days.
I totally understand. Well, we hope you feel better soon because you're a big part of our community, Synth.
Yeah, maybe. I'll think about it tonight. My next race is tomorrow afternoon. Yeah, I'll think about it.
All right. Well, we appreciate you coming in. Go ahead.
Well, I'm mostly thinking about I can get extra sleep.
Yeah, I totally get that.
Talking about sleep, was there anything our runners wanted to say before we wrap this up tonight?
Well, I'm the only one left.
Oh,
so
you're right.
It was an absolute monster of a seed. I mean, it kind of brutalized me. But I just like exploration RNG is a thing. And I just got around to the right spots in precisely the wrong order, except for the Zord. So yes, while I'm not happy, I mean, my late game made me happier.
All right. Well, I think that about covers all the bases. I have no further questions. How about you there, Ziggy?
Nope. I think what I would like to say, I would like to thank our streamer, Aaron, to you too. I would like to thank our trackers, RG and Shihali. Thank you, LOZ, for also providing always amazing commentary for these races. And I would like to thank our viewers. I hope you enjoyed the show tonight. It was a very interesting seed. There was a lot of deaths. There was a lot of exciting things happening. Hope you have a great evening. Thank you, everyone.
I actually would like to reiterate my thank you to Aaron for the restream, because I know, like, again, this community is particularly fraught with a lack of restream. Have a good one.
All right, so join us tomorrow night right here on DW Randomizer at 8 p.m. Eastern, where Juif will take on Zarnax 42. So on behalf of everybody here on DW Randomizer, and for my commentator partner Ziggy, and everybody here on DW Randomizer, I'm LOZ Cardsfan23. Thanks for joining us tonight, and we will see you again tomorrow night for more exciting summer 2025 Dragon Warrior Randomizer tournament coverage right here on DW Randomizer. Good night, everybody.